guys. First of all, thank you so much for having me today. I'm really excited to be able to speak here and share a bit about my journey of discovering love for myself and what my value actually was. So I'm going to start with this little exercise. So if I can get you all to close your eyes. Please. I'm not going to come touch you or tickle you or nothing like that. So if you can just close your eyes and picture me, your age. It wasn't that long ago, not that old. Picture me on recess, sitting in a field by myself. Nobody around, no friends, no one to talk to, and I was too afraid to go talk to anybody because of how mean they were to me, yet they were my classmates. Now open your eyes. For some of you, that's a hard experience to visualize. For some of you, it could have happened to you. You could have seen one of your friends experience that, or it's something that you've struggled with. But that's something that I dealt with. I remember one day in grade 5 coming home, and I was just about to get into the bath, and my mom noticed bruises all over me. And the guys just decided for fun to beat me up. And for so long, I carried that shame and that pain of not feeling good enough and feeling ugly and being told that I was ugly and that I would never amount to anything and that I was fat and that I was this and I was that, all these labels that people put on me. And as I walked through my teenage life and into adulthood, I carried it and it was so heavy. I walked with my head down. I had no confidence in myself. I would strive to do other things to make people happy or work hard at things just to try and make a difference and really just stay alive and survive. For me, that made me make a lot of really stupid decisions. So they usually involved a boy, and one of them was not a good situation. And I met a boy, and he saw something in me that nobody had ever said. He had told me that I was beautiful. He was the first guy who's ever said that to me. And because I didn't know what my value was, I was like, oh, he thinks I'm beautiful just the way that I am, overweight, just like that. But he didn't like anything else about me. And I started down a path where he tried to change everything else about me. Everything else that everyone in my life loved. My energy, my excitement, he would constantly criticize those things. And so I started to change, and I was in a shell. It was a really, really, really dark time. And he ended up being really abusive and cheated on me several times. And because I thought that's what I deserved, I married him. Sorry. So I married him, and I kept saying it would get better. And this is what I deserve. I'll just deal with it. And it didn't get better, and it got worse. He became physically abusive in areas and put me down consistently. But through all of that, I am who I am today. I'm now divorced. It's been just about 2 years that we've been apart. And as weird as it is to say that I'm 30 and divorced and that sounds bad, I am happy. I, through that journey of healing, found out who I really am, and that my value and my beauty and my worth isn't necessarily the reflection I see in the mirror. It's more than that. It's those things that Jessica talked about and those things that you guys talked about yourself. And the reason I wanted to share this story is because if I had somebody when I was your age tell me that my value was not defined by what I see in the mirror and the acne on my face or the little imperfections that I see, that really doesn't matter at the end of the day, I would have been so far ahead and I would have saved myself 7 years of pain. So my hope in sharing my story is to give you hope and a confidence that you are not just defined by what you look like, but you are defined by who you are, the qualities that you possess, the life, the passion, the loving personality that you have, your desire to bake or to be with animals or to be with children, right? And that's really what defines you. So I'm going to get you to close your eyes again. This time won't be as rough. So I want you to picture yourself looking at yourself in the mirror. I know you guys do it. Now look at yourself and examine yourself and think of some of the things that you love about yourself. the things that people compliment you on in your personality, your skills, your passions, who you are, what's your heart's desire, what are your dreams. And this is something I want you to remember, to go back to this place on those days that you wake up and you think, I'm ugly, I have no value, I have no purpose. And remember that. You can open your eyes now. And I'm going to give you a little bit of homework, whether you do it or not, totally up to you. But go home tonight and spend 5 minutes and write down those things. You can continually add to this list, and this is something I've actually done in the last 6 months. And I have a page beside my mirror, and every morning I read, I am, and read all the items on my list. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am courageous. I am bold. Not all of these things are physical, but they're the things that actually hold value and make me who I am today. And so often, actually this week was for me the first time that I was actually thankful of the heartache that I've gone through, because if it wasn't for all of that stuff and all of that pain, I wouldn't see my value. But there's an easier way to get there by learning it now, so that you don't have to go through those years of pain that I had to go through. And hopefully one day when you're in a situation and you see that a guy is maybe not treating you right, remember, I don't deserve this. I deserve somebody who loves me for me, sees my beauty for who that I am, and wants to join in the adventure of life together. So I guess that's really it. It's just a portion of my story. I've dealt with a lot of heartache in the last few years, but seeing my life turn around when I changed my mindset. And Beauty for Ashes is something that I refer to a lot, and that basically is a process of the crappy, yucky stuff turning into something beautiful. So all my pain and all my heartache was turned into something beautiful. And being able to share that with you guys is really an honor. So thank you so much for having me and listening to me, and just remember that you are beautiful regardless of that reflection, but in that reflection you are beautiful.